Okay, Morgan, this is literally what happened, between the past 3 years. Every single thing, you know how I do. I only count things that are big, like, fan man, go to the tropics, pay for your own events. If anyone was wondering, literally, my body is half an alpha and omega. So what did I say? Consistency. Got Mirages for riding the star, dancing with Daniela. But I'm saying, hey, take 10 steps. Anyway, the reason why this is important is because I figured out that it's, actually extensional game that what I can give, myself around 2 happen for all the information around 1. The XYZ formation in my head. By the way, anyway, so what happened literally when I first got there? I'm gonna, put it out plain simple. That I did, female, when I took a Kolyoko character named Sissy, I got from being in reverse. And pretended that she was Beavis and Butthead, and what I did was I took 2 feet out, my brother played, I refused to lose, and pieces of cream for his generation. So what I did was I censored the original song for female is Do It For a Bit's Cousin Peak, which actually, resembles the mob bosses lately back in the day that Uncle Tommy, used to work for. Back when they were smoking their cigars, telling dad, So I changed it to Do It For a Bitch and Do It For a Female and had a catchy beat, and I started putting on for the children. What happened over time is I caught the cops at a gal situation where I saw that literally I saw something together when I saw something literally default happening. That means whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. Literally, then I saw the police ask for something personal due to 500,000 versus 1,000,000,000. So what happened literally doing female was I knew everything about life. Literally, I'm like, here I go. Here's what I'm gonna do. I didn't know what happens, but I was on the right path. And also, there's a girl named Carla that I'm saving that's very essential for this video because it's a part of understanding. Because what happens in the hood is you can take girls like Catherine, fucker James, reference something that's muscular, literally, and what happens literally is that you accept the beginning. It's beautiful. So what happens if they use the beginning? They cut you in half. And now you can't use that technique anyway. What happened, literally, the beginning of female was I put my 2 feet out, one after another, literally, a long length stretch, which is technically the biggest blood move ever. With the beginning of a robot beat, it said female. And then I started playing football with that Sissy Kolyoko character ever since. That's just one, not even including the whole dance, studio I had, my friends Max and Chance, James, Courtney, and even Raina. I knew how to make everything. I knew that eventually she was going to become the next little buddy, but they took out whole society. And I knew something was going to go on in Fortress Lily. I'm not telling you anything, but this land literally is going to go from COVID to Graceland, but don't listen to me. Part 2, I started performing Warrior Stadiums at the stage, and one of them included I Am Sasuke, and, included the time I faced Twista, Ludacris, and Busta Rhymes all at the group home. And it was all, 2 cartoon episodes that literally enclosed openings like a fight. And why this is very essential is because when I faced Busta Rhymes, newsflash, I actually beat Busta Rhymes. By how? Literally, he chose the Teen Titans episode, where the character is rapping fast. And I chose a Darkwing Duck, episode, literally, that was actually slow, that started to rap fast, literally showed the strength of composure, literally, and it was even got understanding or Kimmy in the middle. But overall, mine was better because it also rapped fast, but it was more adjacent. That's just one aspect. I was watching everything in the room with the Beta, Lily, Ready, Chicken Run, Lily. I was watching that shit, especially. Yeah, about my auntie, Lily. I was wondering who we were gonna watch Shrek 2, Lily, but you had to pay for it Amazon Prime. Figured out the whole thing pretty fresh for you and Isaiah, Lily, with the movie Kajillionaire. We watched so many fucking movies, we did fucking everything. I was with my best friends, Sandre, Miliella, etc. And then we were at school, Lily, what we would do is we would rock around a lot, Lily. They would go in the house, Lily, and play shit like Atypical. And then Jerry Jordan's second season came along. When he had a Christmas special, I was like, hype, literally, it was so fucking funny. And the whole time, literally, before Ashley died, literally, I choreographed the video for My Little Pony. Because there was a liquor store, literally, that sold hats. And what happened was, literally, because it was still understand in the beginning, instead of DeVario, I sampled, Play Shawty, Lily, and My Little Pony, Lily, is the last resort for Mr. Enter. So what ended up happening was, this girl with purple hair, Lily, with a fat ass was going in and out of the video, just like Ace Boy, who was younger. And My Little Pony, while I was using Sunny, simultaneously side by side, Lily was quote-unquote, Lily actually needed to, perform as Little Miss Sunshine in order to, fit the role of Asherinda. And it was one whole archetype, Lily. It was the, best for your, Remember the Time, Michael Jackson. The fact that she's the dancer and the fire in the show. The time traveling, Lily, Uncle Sonny, all in one arc. And then there was a girl there, Carla, who I walked home. And then we started, listening to a fairy tale opening. Lily, I thought about the studio about how I was fucking with Uncle Tommy about, the music. So what happened, critically during the I Am Sasuke time, you know how my opponent was, my mom Chi-Chi? Literally what happened was, where it came to Taekwondo and martial arts, literally, I knew that, I was winner based off, Chi-Chi. Not that she had that form, but, actually, Chi-Chi and Dragon Ball versus Sasuke. Literally how Sasuke is way more agile, knows more martial arts, literally. And then see it made it right there, hitting the blocks of fair triangle. It's one whole thing, literally, me knowing how to rap, with the rappers, this, and that. Battle with Lucas already Gerald Sal, Lily, how I'm fooling her, Lily, and then Lily, it got way out of hand. As soon as I got home, Lily Bloods took over to a point where I started catching my hero niggas, and good news, what happened to my hero niggas? They weren't there doing the last, and the first, last episode. I'm telling you, I was everything. They took out music, they took out Lily detail, they took out boxing, they took out everything. Lily, everything that was under the pretty thing they took out, so I didn't care, you make society for your own selfish reasons, that happens. More importantly, these were the performances, and these were what the performances were based off of. Then the actual master, Princess Savant Jones, literally, I only got validated one time. After the battle with Crystal, I saw literally more pizza pockets and shit. His uncle actually told him everything, and the preacher Savant Jones literally was there at the beginning of Hyphy, literally. So when he won, around 2007, I knew he was doing something with audio, with iTunes and shit. That's why he was telling me how it is. The shit was beautiful, literally. I had, mirages, for Fred Gibson. Then there was a dead person who was a transvestite fag that Blood created, literally. And then I got Mirage that me and Uncle Tom are original, because we created, the girl, Lisa Renee. So I kept on making music, literally in the hood. I started, making tests like, yo, this is on beat, because the beat goes like this and that. You're supposed to, move both feet. You're not supposed to feel it all the way. I started doing hella shit. Then Marissa Palmer came along. It was a whole fucking arc, literally. I hated that shit. Most pushy shit, the most bullshit of all time, literally. How can somebody literally get, the full Chris Brown while being, DAAD, by the way? Situation, all they double and positive is it should be way fucking worse. He should be blowing you away. Literally, he should be sending you to jail. He should be doing hella shit. It definitely broke my anime, but not in terms of writing. The whole time, yes, it was being compared to Eminem. Everything literally was all good, phenomenal. But they transferred it over to foreigner shit. When I got home, Lee was the definitive answer because the character Yaba, wasn't all the way dead yet, but he's dead in your mind. Just keep the picture. So what ends up happening, Lily, when I get home, is I take full advantage of society. Lily, there's still, Lisa Frankenstein. There's still this, and that. And originally, I took over the hood like Garlic Jr. because I know the rules of the hood. Don't start no shit, there will be no shit. So I'm saying, yes, we still had Lego models. We still had, everything on, when I was 27. There was even a little midget show that revolved about a little girl on Spoiled, and what ended up happening was I got Mirage and he's gonna be hypey like Death to Pharaoh. As soon as I get to the home, literally, it's literally better than anything I ever experienced. I started watching Spider-Man 2. Literally, I saw the voice actor of Happy Feet literally start talking to himself like he was about to go get with his mom. Literally, when I first got there, it was a get down. Literally, what ended up happening was tragic. Ashley died for a reason because of domestic violence. That's what happens when you don't take life too seriously. It's serious because what was happening was I was living through my dream, literally. I'm gonna make another upload, literally, because I was walking, literally, with my best friends, literally, from Boy Scouts, Max and Matt, literally. We watched South Park every single day, along with James and everybody. It was a whole dance studio, it was everything, and we even got away with watching, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, literally. Not just the whole series, but when it got to the Evangelion shit, like with Evanescence, it really got heat. Because what happened specifically was, I had diary, and I knew how to properly represent. It is things specifically, Lily. I was going to the movies with James every single fucking week. Lily, for at least 3 years now. And I have my brother Lily ask me, Lily, when you gonna get membership? Lily, the lesbian cops and the meat did not fool me. As soon as I got home, Lily, we started watching shit like Drones. Lily, you start treating me as Samurai Jack. Lily, what ended up happening was I figured out that I scored 100. Lily, I went to the movies every single Tuesday. Lily, Ravrena. Lily, I don't know what's safe to say. Lily, my boy Courtney Jackson. Every single Tuesday, and every single, Tuesday, Ray has something funny to say. Lily, fucking Alma, the voice actor, Yumi Deji was there. There was a whole bunch of shit. Telekita was there. It reminded me while I was really high, Lily, in my high school, and these are actually, long, life childhood friends. And now I know what Blood can do. Blood can make a fake person, Lily, say that it was Max, but I knew it was real the entire time. That's gonna be, a future upload for 2026. I actually got away with what's new Scooby-Doo. It's really hectic shit, literally, because I ran everything, literally. What they turned my life into after I started watching Bakugan was complete and total shit, because there was a period of my life, literally, where I had to survive off Batpat. And what did I just do right now? I survived off Batpat, literally, when I used to run what's new Scooby-Doo. Therefore, I lost faith in humanity. I mean, literally, I was at the group home watching Devil Wears Prada. Literally, I walked down the street. There's a fucking box of different colored churros. We started dancing every day. We started doing a whole bunch of different shit, literally. And I laid on it, like, literally, I had a USB for serious uploads. And, like, yo, when I get serious, this, and that, literally. But they actually got to the point where we went to a convention where they were there for me or two, and nothing happened. Nothing escalated. And it was fucking horrible, but at least knew on the spot. What was even worse, Lily, was I had, a fan that Lily did a box start just like RJ. And, as crazy as the fourth dimension is, Lily, I didn't get to see it myself, but I know everything about racism, about how people can be hiding behind debt and still have families, the politics. Lily, why she could have been, naive and oblivious, but still, that was the most beautiful thing in the world. Lily, you're furrow low, Lily, that saw somebody, Lily, curve a fucking tut just like a crib. Let's not get off topic. For this video, I'm letting you know everything, because when I got home, I was straight I am Sasuke. I was everything, in the book, and later on it became the pandemic. In fact, I bet you didn't know that, when you don't go to, school to learn how to draw, Lily, Kimmy becomes, the king of, the whole class, Lily, but then you recognize this is a fake. Yeah, Tsunamis, we had everything, Lily, and guess what, Lily, I heard this from Raj. Oh, Lily, we took a 2-year time skip, Lily, we did the validation back, and then they got in trouble. So eventually what happened was my old life of performing Lily acrobatics for Dragon Ball Z the Stadium literally dragged on Lily to life. You didn't validate a company to a point when I get high, Lily, I feel like I'm dead. This and that. Lily, you made me watch Backpack. I'm a pimp. This is what I get for having an STD. This is what I get for smoking. This is why I get this and that. Lily, to like, oh, Lily, our hero, young goodbye, you can do it. So I'm going to tell it as it is. During the earlier days of the era, when Steve and all of them Lily joined blood, Lily knew that, anime was a part of something, a little spiritual. Back when they were reading the manga, week by week, literally, when they figured out about the Moon Knight plan, literally, they figured out that it was something similar to what the blood tries to do to the Moon Knight plan in real life. That's what happens when you have all the stereo knowledge, like Riz, literally knowledge that, the creator, Kishimoto, is an actual gang member. Literally, you watching the chapters come out week by week. It feels like the whole Chris Brown. They knew that it was, more, closer connected to a cartoon. And it fucked Riz up, man. This is a serious subject for this video. Because what happened externally was, I wanted a basketball hype, literally, knew I had to earn, Martin Luther King in the hood. Happy, during Grossology, literally, and my whole point that I was making. That the whole time, literally, I did page and female, I didn't get shit. You can just tell, literally, $20 a year, literally, when you made, manga comics over and over and over again, the exact opposite of the year you blew up and nothing happened, literally, nothing escalated, no cause and effect. Then what happens over time, really, is I get more manly. I start reading, I start, seeing shit through and through. I know everybody who's fucking works. Knowing that somebody working could be dead. And what ends up happening is I gain cause and effect and no cause and effect situation because of how much of a push you are. Literally, that's a racist problem. That means you're just forwarding shit on paper. You see autism just forwarding it instead of knowing the whole story. I know exactly what imaginary friend this cop is hiding behind, and when I applied for a Cheesecake Factory, Lily said, yeah, that's what I mean, Lily, fucking, travel farther, to get your shit, Lily, be with your mental health, Lily, then tries to get out of girl, Lily, why have women all over me, it fucking sucks. I applied for 2 places as quarantine, Big 5 and Texas Roadhouse, so you know how I'm coming at you, Lily, if it's too strong, Lily, I'm about to do it all the time with Tom and Jerry to a point where I fall for a trap. This video couldn't get any more serious. The whole little alternate timeline, literally, it's so complex. I'm so bad. I used to watch everything on Newgrounds. I mean, absolutely everything. Every song versus Mario, every this and that. All the way to the point where we have the tournament with the Emeralds. And guess what? The second timeline still covers it. Literally, when we're going to go see the Titanic, there's an earthquake and the world breaks. The worst part about it with, Uncle T Trozilla was literally, there was a definitive way that I could beat him when it came, to rapping at 29. Literally, I was rapping with him as Pan. Literally, that was the motherfucker, that was the part of me that drank coffee. The what the hell couldn't see it, but I saw it side by side. Literally, he was calling on him. Literally, so when they started rapping, literally, I was sending them adjacently with 4, literally saying this, and that, and then he would curl a shot, literally, he would go in, literally, and then everything was less. Not only that, I had figured a way that I can, beat him, information, literally, like I'm a rods, that, what I did, literally, the figured everything as a whole, literally, I was Mihawking the war of best, clowning shit, literally, and guess what, the pain still continued. This is fucking serious, you can't ask a lot out of me, because, damn, literally, Kabuto Karen used to be in my head, and I have Shannon, so it's pretty shitty. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, one of my new goals is to be the next Harriet Tubman. With all, the false accusations lately, and even Sonny, admitted, What you did wasn't that bad, literally, throughout all the times that literally people touched me first, all the way to the point where I had, way less sexual felonies than others that outweighed me by millions and trillions. How much I got touched that didn't get help. That was one of my other future goals in life. We all know what you can do with that. You didn't know something, Lily. When I got home, Lily, at 28, Lily, I made the bump saying that this is I am Sasuke, it is what it is. Be aware, I was a mangaka and I was better than a creator of Dragon Ball Z, Lily, and I still, had a thing for socializing ever since you were 6 years old because I owned the whole, Toonami. I did the whole Cartoon Network already. But guess what, Lily? I was still in junior high before I was in the same position, Lily, as the years dragged on. And I actually saw the buddies suggesting Daniela, I got no effect. You see that, Lily? And I got done. Lily, I was done with everything. We're not nearly as done with this video. The whole fucking purpose of this video is telling you every single detail so you won't miss a beat. Oh yeah, where it started getting worse. When I started playing basketball, D-basketball, Lily, I got heated. Even while sneaking his jokes, so I'm the one who taught you factor out emphasis. Oh, and by the way, for the reality show, I actually said do, re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, do. Two Chidori Sour, Lily, and everybody started feeling it, Lily. I already, test that shit with Chris on LimeWire, saying, yeah, he put up for his out there, especially when he eats. Come on, man. First off, one of the main mistakes I made in the hood is that, you know how I picked the demonic, girl characters? How I'm so fucking bad, Lily, and I call out Draco the Ruler? What ends up happening is because the situation drags on. And at least it's something educated, Lily, while mom corrects me, Lily, you're not supposed to be a villain, you're supposed to be the hero. Do not get me started, Lily. Alpha and Omega was so fucking dope, we forgot what movie we saw. I tried telling you it was a completely different story. You see, I wanted to make this guy character, and this friend of character. I figured out that they were still in trouble. I said, fuck those and get people that, moderately, watching my music, but, not understanding it. Lily wanted to be just like it. Lily being surprised at Ramsus, like, fuck you, Lily. There's the reason why you're a dead. You can't fucking invest in my music. Oh yeah, the thing with Naruto, episode 1 versus the episode Trunks of DBZ of Brown and Kino, it been happened. I mean, everything been happened. I did nothing, Lily. I saved half of the fucking hood, Lily. Oh yeah, I'm gonna surprise you, Lily. I'm gonna dance for girls, Lily, when I get there, Lily. This is crazy. Anyway, this is an emergency video from Lord Some. I told you, she told you to eat better or look like the character that you were, feel like Vegeta in the gym. Do you know I hacked the root of this earth all the way to a point literally back when I was a sophomore? I was secretly the most mature? For a fucking scientist for crying out loud.